I'm here, the man with the hat. There you go. So today I want to talk to you about product launching, and more specifically, product launching in the make money online niche. I really don't know much about launching a product, for example, on Kickstarter or a physical product on Amazon. There are other people who can teach you about that, but that's not my area of expertise. A little bit of housekeeping. If you're new to the channel, my name is Eric Hammer. I have a website at ericmhammer.com and also a Facebook group as well as this YouTube channel. I do two kinds of videos here. I do free training videos like this one, where I try to teach you something, usually about a question that I find that people are asking. And I also offer product reviews of various info products and software that I think you'll find useful to purchase if you want to get into the make money online niche. That's my specific area of expertise. When I do reviews, I tip my hat to the product review creator, or if I don't, then obviously it means I don't recommend it. I am known as the man with the hat because I love to wear fedoras everywhere I go. I actually am one of the few people who can pull one off. And behind me, you can see my research library. I own over 1,000 physical books, as well as about 5,000 ebooks. I love to read, I love to research, and I love to look into various products for you, my viewers, in order to help you to succeed online. So let's go ahead and get into this talking about product launching. Hey, it's Eric Hammer here, the man with the hat. There you go. So today is a free training day. I want to talk to you about doing a product launch on Warrior Plus or JVZoo. These are the main two sites that most people work with in the make money online niche. There are, of course, lots of different kinds of product launches, and I'm not going to talk about other product launches because, frankly, that's not my area of expertise. And frankly, even this is going to be a little bit theory, mostly practical stuff, because I'm currently finalizing my own first product launch on probably on Warrior Plus, possibly on JVZoo. Still talking to my partners about it to decide which one we're going to be using. But I've gone through all the steps already, so I understand the mechanics of doing it. I haven't done the actual launch yet. So bear that in mind as I'm speaking, and I welcome your comments. Please go ahead and hit like on the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and also hit the bell icon to be notified when I drop new videos. I drop training videos like this all the time, as well as reviews of really high quality products. I won't put up a review of a product that I don't believe in, or at least I will tell you if I don't believe in it. And basically, that's what this is all about. Is about doing things for you, for my viewers, and I want to be here for you to help you out. So let's get started. First of all, I'm talking about a very specific kind of product launch. Specifically, we're going to be discussing how to launch an info product, okay? And more specifically, an info product in the make money online niche. If you have an info product in some other niche, for example, if you have an info product that you wanted to launch in, say, how to lose weight, or you have a product how to play the piano or anything like that, then a lot of this is going to be relevant for you. But there's one thing that's going to be a little bit different. You're going to need to use a different affiliate network. And I would recommend looking at ClickBank as opposed to Warrior Plus or JVZoo. The reason being that ClickBank usually gets a lot of these other kind of products. They don't really specialize in the make money online niche. They do have some of the MMO stuff, but they don't really specialize in that. The place that specializes in that is Warrior Plus and JVZoo. There are a couple of others, but those are the two big affiliate networks. Now, and I'm going to discuss why you want an affiliate network a little bit later in this video. It's going to be kind of a long video, so do bear with me. So the first thing we want to be doing is to come up with an idea. And what does that mean, coming up with an idea? It means something that works to make money online. Okay, so it could be that your idea is product launching. It could be that your idea is some way of driving traffic to a website. That it could be that your idea is some way of recruiting affiliates, whatever it is. You want an idea that somebody actually would want to pay money to learn about. And you're going to actually have put this idea into practice and actually have made some money or made some results doing it. If you only offering theory, saying, I think this could work, it might work, it sounds like it should work, that's not really going to get people to get super excited about buying your product. You want to be able to show proof and say, hey, I had results from this. Here's my results. I can show you the proof. And when I say show you the proof, I don't mean saying, hey, I made $10,000 from this thing. I mean showing proof. So, for example, my very first product, which is going to be launching in March, I actually went and printed out my bank statements and put red circles around the the income the parts where it says the income that I made for this specific product, for what I did in order to make money. And that's really what you got to do. Whatever it is, you got to be able to show proof. You can't just offer something in theory because nobody's going to buy it if it's a theory. So how do you come up with an idea? So for the Make Money Online niche specifically, I can offer two very specific recommendations. One is a website called warriorforum.com. Okay. The other one is called blackhatworld.com. Right. Both of these websites are great websites. They're both forums, and a lot of it is just people selling stuff. A lot of it is really crappy stuff, but there's also some really good gems there. And what you want to do is basically start learning about various ways of making money online. You don't have to come up with a way to make $10,000 a month. You could come up with a way to generate free traffic to a website using some sort of a weird method that nobody's heard of. Okay, you could, but it has to be obviously traffic that's worthwhile. If you're going to sell, for example, getting traffic through traffic exchanges, trust me, been there, done that. Everybody knows about it, and the traffic from traffic exchanges are crap. If you don't know what traffic exchange is, don't worry about it because, frankly, they don't work anymore. They used to work about 10 years ago, but today a lot of them are still around. But anybody who knows anything about the industry knows they're just not worth bothering with. But for example, if you came up with a method that really works for generating traffic, for example, let's say you're a Twitter expert and you know exactly how to drive traffic from Twitter onto a product offer, whatever it is. That would be a great method of doing things. If you don't have an idea, look at Warrior Forum, look at Black Hat World, because people share ideas all the time. And what you really have to do, take a drink, is come up with an idea and actually make it work. Now, one thing that one of my mentors, Bill Hugel, who's been doing this for years, he's a six-figure marketer, makes about $300,000 a year doing this, keeps drumming into me over and over and over again, is there really are no new ideas. Well, I mean, technically there are. It happens to be that the product that I'm launching in March actually is a new idea that I had never seen anybody use before for generating traffic, specifically for local businesses. It's a really cool idea. I'm not pitching my product here. This is a free training video. I'm just saying, but that's rare. 95% of the time, what you're going to see is that the products that come out are basically the same thing over and over again, just pitched a little bit differently, rehashed a little bit differently. They came up with a little bit of a twist, something to come up with a new way of doing things. And that's really all you really need is go to one of these websites, look through the things, find something that works, and then give it a little bit of a twist of your own so that it's your own personal idea and something that's a little bit different. You don't have to come up with something that's brand new that nobody's ever heard of. Frankly, those are rare. Almost every single Make Money Online product that I look at makes the claim, you've never seen this before, this is completely brand new. And between you and me, that's bullshit. 95% of the time, it's not brand new. I do occasionally come across ideas that are like, wow, that's innovative. I've never thought of that before. But 95% of the time, It's just the same rehashed crap over and over again, just with maybe with a little bit of a twist added onto it somehow. So really, and that's the nice thing is that you can sell these products. You can make money from them, and you can actually, and people will pay for it if you can provide proof that they work. And it doesn't even have to be proof that you made money. It could be proof that you were able to drive traffic or you're able to build a list, whatever it is. If you can provide proof, that's all you're going to need. You don't need anything else. So once you have your idea, you have to say, okay, what makes this thing special? All right. What makes this a unique idea? Obviously, it's not really going to be unique unless you happen to be extraordinarily lucky like I was. I actually stumbled onto my idea by accident. It wasn't something that I went out looking for an idea. I actually stumbled onto it by accident, which is probably why I came up with something that was unique. But in most cases, if you're looking for something, you're not going to find something completely unique, but you want to have a little bit of a twist. And so you need to ask yourself, what makes this special? And what makes it special might be, that your idea is working with Facebook groups, but you came up with a twist that nobody else has thought of. So, for example, one idea, and feel free to steal my product idea if you like. If you want to go with it, run with it. I've never tried it myself, so I don't know if this would work or not. This is a theory idea, and that's important. I can't sell a theory to somebody. Nobody's going to buy a theory. People want to see that I've put it into practice and actually made it work. But this is one idea I'm going to throw out there for my viewers. Go ahead, give this a shot if you like. So Facebook groups are very popular as a way of generating traffic. One idea that I came up with, which I have not yet tried out, but which might work, is, for example, in the Make Money Online niche, there's obviously thousands of groups in Make Money Online, in affiliate marketing, all these kinds of things. And there's various variations of it. But one idea that I came up with that I thought about trying out, but I haven't tried it out yet, I may try it out in the future, and I may generate a product out of it, if it actually works, is to go and join groups that are not about making money online, but groups that are all about living the good life, travel and eating fine dining and things like that. The theory being that people who are joining those groups are people who might actually be interested also in making money online. And it would be a fresh, untapped way of generating people to your offers for in the Make Money Online niche. You'd be able to bring in new people who wouldn't necessarily be in this niche. And it might work, it might not work. I've tried a couple of things like this. I tried, for example, doing something, offering a product that I thought would work inside of drop shipping groups, and had people chasing me across groups calling me a scammer, because I dared to say, hey, I've got information that might be helpful to you, and it's in this course for like $8. So you never know. But that's my point, is that you have to test it out and try it. And you have to say what makes this idea special. Okay, the next thing you want to do is come up with a name. Names are really, really important in this industry, especially the Make Money Online niche. You're going to want to come up with something that sounds catchy. Okay, so for example, my upcoming product is going to be called Local Video Jackpot. Okay, you want words like that. Jackpot is a good word. Bulletproof is a good word. Things like that. You want something that sounds catchy, that sounds like, wow, this is amazing, that makes it sound cool. Another upcoming product that I'm currently working on is going to be called Funnels with a Z. It's because everybody talks about sales funnels, and so that's another product I'm going to be working on. It's called Funnels with a Z. So you want a catchy name, something that captures your ideas. There's actually a few name generators out there. I'm going to pause the video real quick to see if I can pull up a link so I can share one with you that you can actually use in order to generate a name. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I found one. This is called, here we go, businessnamegenerator.com/product-name-generator. And unfortunately, I can't demonstrate it for you because of how I'm recording this video. But basically, what it does is it simply go in and enter in various ideas with like a keyword. You enter in a keyword, and it'll help you generate ideas for a name. So, for example, let me step over to the other tab real quick. And I'll generate some keywords for funnels. Let's say, just one second. Go ahead and just take a look over here, and you can see what it actually is doing. So it's giving me various ideas. Funnels Gorilla might be a nice thing. Funnels Vapor, probably not, because you don't want to sound like it's vaporizing. Okay, about funnels. And they're basically, it's going to help you generate ideas for a name. So, for example, let's say I wanted to talk about local video, which is my other product I'm currently working on. So, local video is going to come up with all kinds of ideas. Local rank, local rhino, that's interesting. Okay, gorilla local. You want something that sounds catchy, that sounds unbreakable, that sounds like exciting stuff. And that's basically what you want to be doing with this as far as coming up with a name. Your idea, you've actually come up with it, you've got it working, you've put together a name for your product, whatever it is. Next job you have to do is to create a case study. What does that mean, a case study? A case study basically means that you're showing people, this is what I started with, this is how I did this, this is how I made this work. Basically, kind of like an over-the-shoulder training video, just like I'm kind of doing with you, where, like, for example, where I just showed you on the other tab, I showed you how to generate a name for your product. You want to actually show people, this is what I'm doing in order to make this work. Okay, the next thing you want to do is create upgrades. And there's a reason for this. And it has to do with what's called a sales funnel. Basically, when you create an info product like this, most info products are going to go through what's called a sales funnel. It's going to be a list of several different pages of your website. And typically what you're going to want to do is create what we call a tripwire, which basically means a low-cost product that people would buy for like $7, $10, $12, $20, whatever it is, depending on exactly what it is that you're selling, by the way. You can charge more or less for it. So, for example, if your product is going to be software, you can charge a lot more for software, because if software has a higher perceived value than an info product. And if you're going to provide a training course with videos, that has a higher perceived value than a PDF. So you can charge more for videos than you can charge for a PDF, for example. But no matter what you do, it's going to be a relatively low price item. Usually, and we'll get to affiliates in a moment, why you need affiliates when we talk about recruiting affiliates, but and the JV page. But you usually are going to give at least 75% and usually 100% of that particular product to your affiliates. And the reason is because your goal is two things. Number one, you want to get them into your sales funnel. You want to get them to make an initial purchase. Once people make an initial purchase, they're much more likely to be willing to purchase something more expensive. So that's number one. And number two, once they've actually made a purchase from you, you capture that lead. You now have somebody that you know is interested in purchasing products in the Make Money Online niche. And a lead from a buyer lead, somebody who you know for sure is a buyer, that is a super valuable thing for you. To have a buyer lead, somebody that you can say, hey, this is somebody I know wants to buy stuff, because you can go ahead now and start marketing other people's products to these buyer leads, and they're going to go ahead and buy other things, and you're going to make that same 100% commission on somebody else's products. And that's basically how it works. One of the biggest names in this industry, his name is Jonah Armstrong. He likes to refer to it as kind of a cartel, where people will set up a product, sell it, and other affiliates will jump on board and promote it for them. And then when it comes time for those people to launch a product, the people who sold the product for them, they jump on board and launch it, and it goes around and around and around the circle. And it's kind of like a cartel. You have to get into the cartel. And we're going to talk a little bit more about doing that later on in this video. But for now, the point is that you want an initial product, and then you want upgrades. And one thing that's important with your upgrades, they cannot it cannot be something where you sell a crippled initial product. Okay, the initial product has to be something that is complete, that can be done all on its own, that you don't have to have anything else in order to make it work. If you sell a crippled initial product, first of all, you're going to have trouble recruiting affiliates, and there's a reason why you want to recruit affiliates. And second of all, you're going to develop a reputation in the industry, and nobody's ever going to buy from you again. So if you want to do a one shot, maybe you might get away with it. But if you're going to do multiple products, by the way, I'm not drinking wine here. I know it looks like white wine. It's actually apple juice. Just happen to like drinking out of a big glass. Anyway, so the bottom line is the initial product has to be a complete product. That doesn't mean that you can't have upgrades. So, for example, in Local Video Jackpot, I teach how to make money selling videos to local businesses, and it's a complete product, including everything that you need in order to do it. And then I have several upgrades with additional ways of making money from local businesses, additional ways to create videos, and so on and so forth. And it goes through a whole funnel of different things. And each of those things has its own self-contained way of making money from local businesses, and one isn't dependent on the other one in order to be able to work. Well, I mean, all the subsequent upgrades are all dependent on the initial one. The initial one teaches you how to get local businesses, and then it goes on through the funnel to basically get people give people additional options of ways to make money. And that's where you're going to make your money from a product launch. Basically, you're going to give usually about 50% commissions to your affiliates. And again, there's a very good reason for getting affiliates, which we'll get into in a moment. But you also keep 50% of the profits for yourself. Okay. So you've got your upgrades. So that's great. The next thing you're going to want to do is to create a sales page. The best way to do this is what my two mentors, Bill Hogel and Simple Spencer, two of the biggest names in the industry, like to call clone and conquer. Okay, basically, go ahead and find other products that have been launched in this niche, and successful products, obviously. Look at the sales pages, see what they've got, and basically copy it. Don't copy it exactly. If you ever tell somebody that I said to copy it exactly, I will show them this video and say, absolutely not. I never said such a thing. But what you want to do is basically use somebody else's style. So, for example, if you see my sales page, the top headline says, "Stay-at-home dad banks $423.60. I forget the exact number that is on the sales page, but say banks X number of money with 10 minutes of work." Okay, so your sales page. Let's say, for example, that you are doing this idea that I talked about earlier, involving doing lifestyle groups, and so you might say, complete newbie gets 10,000 leads, 10,742 leads from free traffic. Okay, something like that. Whatever it is, that's basically how you have to come up with a little catchy title, and you're going to want to copy, clone what other people are doing. Basically, look at their pages, and kind of match up what they're doing, but not obviously copy their words word for word. Just use their ideas, and then generate something off of that. So, go through these things step by step, and basically take their ideas and go through it and create something based on what you see from other people doing things. Okay, so let's talk about affiliates and JV pages. And honestly, this is kind of like a condensed video. The amount of stuff that there is to know about this is massive. I don't want to pitch anything, but I am going to recommend very highly, if you're serious about doing product launching, I cannot recommend enough a product that I have reviewed on my website, ericmhammer.com. It's called the Millionaire Roundtable with Bill Hugel and Simple Spencer. It is a little pricey, it's $247, but the training there is worth so much more than that. You're actually going to see some of the videos have they featured a lot of my stuff as I was developing it and gave me ideas on what to do. And it's really, really useful to see that because there's so much stuff to be unpacked. And this is a YouTube video. I'm not going to do a 5-hour YouTube video, obviously. And frankly, if I was going to do that, I would be charging for it. I do want to offer value, but there's a limit to the amount of time I'm going to spend creating a free video here on YouTube. So if you really are serious, I would recommend purchasing the Millionaire Roundtable. I will leave a link to it down below this video, but it's not required. You can get all this information for free. It's going to take you a lot longer. But I'm kind of giving you the broad strokes of what to do for actually doing this kind of thing with building up a building your business, building up your product launch. So let's talk about JVs and affiliates. Technically, they are two separate things. In reality, people kind of use the two terms interchangeably these days. JV stands for joint venture, which really technically a JV is a partner, somebody you actually launch with. That means that you might get, for example, I'm working right now with two people who are more established than I am in the industry. And even though I created the entire product start to finish, by them adding their names on and offering their expertise, it adds an air of legitimacy to my product that I might not be able to get on my own. And so that's what technically what a JV is. An affiliate is somebody who is not launching your product together with you. They're simply somebody that is going to sell your product on your behalf. You keep whatever percentage of your profits you keep. They get their percentage, and the two of you have no further relationship between the two of you. Now, you could recruit JVs on your own, but I recommend not doing that. I recommend going with an affiliate network like JVZoo or Warrior Plus for several reasons. First of all, affiliates trust JVZoo and Warrior Plus, and if you are somebody who they've never heard of, they're going to say, okay, why would I trust you to actually pay out the commissions? Bottom line, they're just, they're not going to be able to trust you because they don't know who you are. Whereas if you're doing it through JVZoo or Warrior Plus, they know that their commissions are automatically going to get paid into their accounts. And why would you want affiliates anyway? You might say, hey, I did all the work. I created this great product. Why the heck am I going to pay somebody else a commission? I want to sell it all on my own. And you could do that. You could. The issue is how much hurt you're going to put into it. Because, frankly, getting buyers, people who are willing to spend money to actually open up their wallets and buy something, it's really, really hard. Really, really hard. Seriously. Okay? It's not easy to get people to buy stuff. And the way you get people to buy stuff is by building trust. The same way that I'm providing all this free content here on my YouTube channel. And the reason I'm doing it is I'm not doing it out of the goodness of my heart. I'm a good person. I try to help out when I can, but I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart. Believe me, I'm doing it to build trust because I want you to see that I am providing you with genuine value. I try to provide you with good stuff, with stuff that's really going to be useful to you. And my hope is that by doing this, you're going to say, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. I want to buy whatever products he's got to sell. Okay, and that's what you need to do. You need to build up trust. Okay, so now you could go ahead and sell your products all on your own. You could basically create a YouTube channel like I did, create a Facebook group, create a website, create everything else that you need to create, all the various moving parts that you need to create, and spend a few years building up trust and becoming an influencer so that you can get people to trust you. And then you can sell it all yourself. Or you could recruit other people who have already done this and who already have their own groups of people that trust them and get them to sell for you. And that basically kind of short circuits the whole thing. You don't have to create massive numbers of people. You don't have to find massive numbers of people because the affiliates already have them for you. So you might have an affiliate. One person is good at blogging. One person is good at getting traffic off of YouTube. Another person is good at getting traffic off of Twitter. Another person is good at getting traffic off of Facebook. Okay, you don't have to do all these things yourself. Somebody else is going to do it for you. Yes, they're going to take a cut of your profits, but ultimately you're going to make more money than if you would have done it yourself. And frankly, even if you decided to go your own way and you decide to take the few years to develop all these various skills and all these various things, you're still not going to make as much money as you would if you got affiliates to do it for you. It's just not going to happen. So you want to create a JV page. The JV page is kind of basically similar to a sales page. And again, you can go to a website called muncheye.com. Muncheye.com. Go there, look through some of the offers, and look at the JV pages and see what the JV pages actually have. And you're going to see it's very similar to a sales page where you're selling the product to an affiliate, and people are going to look through it and say, why should I promote this thing? And so you're going to offer various things. First of all, you do have to offer prizes. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but most people just are not going to promote your thing just because you offer them 100% commission on the front end and 50 cents on the back end. Believe it or not, you have to offer prizes too. You can limit your prizes. You don't have to offer, $10,000 in prizes. But if you really want serious affiliates to bring some serious heat to your offer, you're going to want to offer prizes, and the prizes that you're going to want to offer, you can offer them based on certain conditions. So, for example, they have to bring in a minimum number of sales, or they have to bring in a minimum amount of money into the launch, so that this way you're going to be able to get, basically pay the set prizes out of whatever money you make. And again, as I said earlier, the way this works, the thing that you're going to want to really do in order to really make money in this thing, you're not making your money so much from the front end. Yes, you'll sell some on your own, but most of that you're going to be giving away to affiliates. You're going to make money in the back end. You're also going to make money from creating a buyer list, setting it up, and actually using that buyer list to sell other people's products, and to kind of get into this cartel that Jonah Armstrong likes to call it. Now, recruiting affiliates, the best way to do this that I found personally, there's two ways of doing it. Option number one is to find somebody who's more experienced than you, somebody who has already been through this thing for a while. Contact them, say, hey, I have this product that I've created. Show them the product. Let them see what you've got. Let them see that it's a good product, and ask them, are you interested in launching with me? Now, yes, you are going to have to split your profits with them. But ultimately, if you get the right kind of affiliate, somebody who is like really known, and by the way, you can go onto JVZoo and Warrior Plus and actually see their own statistics. See if somebody who's got like 10,000, 20,000 sales, that's the kind of person you want to be partnering with. Somebody who has 50 sales is not the kind of person you want to partner with, because you're basically giving away half your profits for really, they're not going to bring a whole lot of heat to the thing. You want somebody who's got serious muscle to bring, that somebody who's got a serious what's the word I'm looking for, track record. So that's one way of doing it. The other way to do it is to go onto Facebook and join groups for affiliate marketing, more specifically groups for product launching, and start liking and loving. You can choose when you click on like. If you click and hold, it'll offer you the option to choose various other emotions. And when you see other people launching something, go ahead and give them that red heart love, and comment on their launches. Wish them good luck. Say it sounds like a great product, stuff like that. People like to have their ego stroked in this industry, and pretty much in any industry. And basically, what you're going to do with that is basically you're going to go and try to build some love with these people. Get them to know who you are. That's what I've been doing. I've friended a ton of super affiliates on Facebook, and I make a point to follow their posts. to and actually look them up, and I try to comment on the post, try to follow the post because I want them to know who I am. Because when it comes time to launch my product, it's a hell of a lot easier to get people to come on board to be an affiliate for my product if they actually have heard of me and they know who I am. Another way to build some good trust with these affiliates is to go into muncheye.com, look for various products that people are launching, contact them and say, hey, I would love to offer you a testimonial for your sales page. People always are need testimonials. Ask them if you can offer testimonials. Some of them are going to ignore you. Some of them will say no. But there are going to be enough people who are going to say, yes, I would like a testimonial. And once you've done that, they get to know you. They remember you. Say, I've been doing this. They say, oh yeah, Eric Hammer. Yeah, I remember him. He gave me a testimonial for my sales page. It was great. And so they're more likely to want to be my affiliate when I'm launching my own product. And so that's another way of doing this thing. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that you're going to get in 5 seconds. It's going to take time. You have to build up your credibility with these people. They don't know who you are. Okay, but I've been doing that. I've been building it up. Bill is actually my Facebook friend. Both Bill and Spencer are my Facebook friends, and Bill has actually been kind enough to actually push some of my posts. And like for example, he's actually said, "Watch this guy. This is somebody who's up and coming," which is huge. To have somebody like Bill give me a vote of confidence publicly. That's something that's really, really big. That's something that makes sense. And finally, the final thing I'm going to suggest to you that you're going to want to do before your launch happens, and again, this is kind of a condensed class, so to speak, do your own recruiting. So that means, for example, do some advertising on various places where you know that you can recruit people. And I'm not going to go into advertising. Maybe I'll do another video on advertising in this space. But do some of your own advertising. Maybe launch a contest offering, 5 people the front end for free if they get onto a mailing list, and start emailing these people. Start sending them emails, getting them excited, reminding them, saying, "Hey, this is the upcoming launch that you signed up for. It's coming up. Are you excited?" Really stoke the excitement factor. You're not going to want to wait until the day of the launch to tell them, hey, the launch is happening. Start sending out emails like 2 weeks before saying, hey, just a reminder, this product is launching in 2 weeks, whatever it is. And then a week before, and then the first few days before, keep reminding them again and again, hey, product is launching this and this day, this and this time. Go ahead and grab it. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say here. Obviously, there's a lot more to this than that. I'm kind of giving you a very condensed version of this whole discussion. But I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an idea, because what I try to do is to look for something that is important to people in my niche, and to basically create a free video training around what people like. And so I actually go to a website called Question Samurai. There's another one called Answer the Public. And you can actually put in, so I put in product launch inside there, and one of the first things that came up was, how do I do a product launch? Which obviously is a big deal. And so I decided to go ahead and create a video all around how to do a product launch. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of this. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, smash that bell icon. You'll get notified when I drop new videos. And leave me a comment in the comment section. I'm curious to hear what your questions are about this training, about how to do a product launch. Let me know, because I'm actually going through it right now. As I said, this is mostly practical because I've been doing all these things already, and I've been seeing some results with getting affiliates on board. I've been seeing some results with getting people excited about my product launch. But technically, it's still theory because the launch hasn't happened yet as I'm recording this video. It's entirely possible by the time you see this video, it will have happened, but it hasn't happened yet. So technically, it's a little bit theory. So I'm curious to see what your questions are about this idea of product launching. Thank you, and thank you for sticking with me till the end of this rather long video.